Ferrari F12tdf Ferrari revealed the F12tdf, which pays homage to the Tour de France, the legendary endurance road race that Ferrari dominated in the 1950s and 60s, particularly with the 1956 250 GP Limited, which won 4 consecutive editions in a row. It was a race that rewarded cars that combined maximum performance with the drivability and ease of use that enabled the competitors to race for hundreds of kilometers a day over fast, tortuous roads and on circuits. The F12tdf is the ultimate expression of the concept of an extreme road car that is equally at home on the track, and just 799 will be built. The Ferrari F12tdf is a concentration of technical innovations which involve all those areas central to Ferrari's DNA: engine, aerodynamics and vehicle dynamics. As a result, in terms of acceleration, road holding and agility, the new Limiter is second to none. The Ferrari F12tdf's performance is assured by the 780 cb naturally aspirated V12 derived directly from the F12 Limiter's multi-award-winning engine. The car's exhilarating dynamic behavior, specifically its lateral acceleration in corners, is due to an 8% increase in the ratio of the front tires compared to the rear ones. The car's natural tendency to oversteer as a result of the change in tire sizes is compensated for by the innovative rear wheel steering system, known as the virtual short wheelbase, which is integrated with the other vehicle dynamic control systems, that guarantees the steering wheel response times and turn-in of a competition car while increasing stability at high speed. Cornering speeds are also higher thanks to the significant increase in downforce, plus 87%, which has reached unprecedented levels for a front-engine V12 Limited. Ferrari F12tdf 2016 Ferrari F12tdf, the radical redesign of the bodywork, interior, engine, transmission and running gear, along with the abundant use of carbon fiber inside and out, has slashed 110 kilograms off the car's overall weight. All of these factors combine to produce record performance figures: 0 to 100 km/h in 2.9 seconds and 0 to 200 km/h in 7.9 seconds, in addition to a substantial boost in lateral acceleration. The F12tdf laps Fiorano in just 1:21. Outstanding stopping distances are guaranteed by the adoption of the new extreme design one-piece brake calipers already seen on the LaFerrari. This new generation system means the car can brake from 100 to 0 km/h in just 30.5 meters and from 200 to 0 in 121 meters. Powertrain: the engine is the F12 Limiter 6262 cc 65 degrees V12, on which Ferrari engineers work to boost maximum power output from 740 cb to 780 cb at 8,500 rpm, yielding a specific power output of 125 cb/liters. The engine's sporty response is assured by a maximum torque figure of 705 Nm, up from 690 Nm at 6,750 rpm, with 80% already available at 2,500 rpm, resulting in unparalleled progressive pickup all the way to the red line at 8,900 rpm. Numerous modifications have been developed for this engine, starting with the use of race-inspired mechanical tappets and variable geometry intake trumpets used on Formula One cars, which help boost volumetric efficiency at high revs. The Ferrari F12tdf is equipped with a specific version of the F1D with 6% shorter gear ratios that delivers 30% faster upshifts and 40% faster downshifts. Vehicle dynamics. Ferrari's engineers sought to create an extremely agile and powerful car which could also be driven by less expert drivers. They drew on the wealth of experience built up in the XX programs, which are dedicated to developing extremely high-performance cars driven by non-professional drivers. Extraordinary chassis dynamics, in terms of maximum lateral acceleration and responsiveness, are in part achieved by the increase in the front tire dimensions, which jump from 255 to 275, along with the front channel size, up from 9.5 to 10. This modification guarantees higher lateral acceleration generated by the front axle, but, alone, this would have caused oversteer on the limit, making the car more challenging for less expert drivers. To enable even gentleman drivers to make full use of the performance, Ferrari developed its new virtual short wheelbase system. Debuting on the F12tdf, the rear axle is active, allowing the rear wheels to pivot around a vertical axis. Using model-based control logic developed entirely in-house by Ferrari, the rear axle steering automatically adjusts the rear wheels, working out the optimal steering angle as a function of the steering wheel angle, speed of steering inputs and vehicle speed. The virtual short wheelbase improves the car's responsiveness to make it feel more agile, with instantaneous turn-in that can be best appreciated on twisty roads and on more technically challenging tracks while, at the same time, improving stability at high speeds. Aerodynamics. The Ferrari F12tdf's aerodynamic performance is nothing short of record-breaking. Its aerodynamic efficiency figure is 1.6, almost double that of the F12 Berlinetta. Downforce is 230 kg at 200 km/h, which is an impressive 107 kg more. Development affected every area of the car's surface, producing striking elements that lend its forms the unique sleek power. At the front, a highly complex bumper contributes to downforce generation. It features a radically scooped lower section and incorporates a competition car-inspired splitter, dive planes, floor wings and louvers to boost the efficiency of both the sides and the underbody. The aero bridge on the car's front flank has been redesigned to increase the energizing effect of the airflow along the top of the sides, while at the rear, louvers on the wheel arch create a depression that extracts air from the inner wheel arch, thereby increasing the efficiency of a section of the underbody that is usually little used in generating downforce. The rear spoiler is now 60 mm longer and 30 mm higher, while the rake of the rear screen has been made more vertical to extend the surface area over which the spoiler can generate downforce and to capitalize on its advantages more effectively. The concave curvature of the rear luggage hatch either side of the rear screen further enhances the solution. 3 pairs of GT Racing-derived strakes have been adopted on the aerodynamic underbody and are responsible for 30% of the increase in downforce compared to the F12 Berlinetta. The rear diffuser has been completely redesigned and now sports a system of 3 active flaps. It has been split into 3 channels and features curved fences and vertical splitters to boost the power of the vortexes and enhance the expansion of the flow in the horizontal plane. This radical aerodynamic design work essentially created a whole new car that also marks a major stylistic departure from the F12 Berlinetta. Styling designed by the Ferrari Styling Center. The new F12tdf has particularly imposing yet sensual forms, the product of Ferrari's continuous commitment to melding sculptural beauty with functional demands. All of the bodywork panels, from the chiseled nose to the tail, have been revised. Wider front and rear tracks also give the car an even more aggressive stance. In terms of the formal design language, The objective was to create a sophisticated interaction between the sculptural surfaces of the F12 limiter and a more graphic treatment of the various new aerodynamic features. The best testament to this intent is the evolution of the aero bridge, the design of which is further enhanced by the use of bare carbon fiber. Developed in such a technical manner, this component combines with the other details in creating the coherent aesthetic approach to the whole car. The car's uncompromising sportiness is expressed with the same degree of purity in the deliberately Spartan cockpit. The ramp-around effect that embraces the driving position is intensified by the use of carbon fiber housings for the instruments and satellite HUDs. The door panels have been pared back to a single carbon fiber shell, while the glove compartment has disappeared to be replaced by simple knee padding. Alcantara, rather the traditional leather, was chosen for the cabin trim. Technical fabric for the seats and patterned aluminium instead of mats for the floor, once again with the aim of saving every last ounce of weight. The Ferrari F12tdf A's specification is completed by lightweight alloys with 5 twin spokes that are designed to have the narrowest section possible to reduce unsprung weight. Ferrari F12tdf technical specifications: engine type 65° V12 overall displacement 6,262 cc max. Power output 574 kilowatts 780 CV at 8,500 rpm max. Torque 705 Nm at 6,750 rpm max. Engine speed 8,900 rpm. Limiter dimensions and wavelength 4,656 mm width, 1,961 mm height, 1,273 mm dry weight, 1,415 kg weight distribution, 46% front, 54% rear tires and wheel rims front. 275/35 ZR20 10J rear, 315/35 ZR20 11.5J performance. Top speed greater than 340 km/h 0 to 100 km/h 2.9 seconds. 0 to 200 km/h 7.9 seconds. Fiorano lap time 121. Fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. Fuel consumption 15.4 liters/100 km. Emissions 360 grams/kilometers.